Listen, it's time to go back to the basics. Lost the fundamentals and now we are hard to play with. Acting super brewish but westernizing our thinking. Culture over kingdom.
All right, shalom, shalom. Welcome to the Shad Avad Perspective. And today I'm going to be talking about ways to improve depression and anxiety.
Stupid dog! You made me look bad!
All right, so I'm going to read this article given by goodnewsnetwork.org. It's a very good site for positive news, good things going on in the world, because we're living in a society where negativity sells, sex sells, all those different things sell. And those things can bring your sanity down, right? So we're going to go over some things that can just help lift people up, right? I want this channel to not be about just controversial stuff and stuff going on that's negative, but we also need to shed light on things that are positive in this world. So I'm going to read this article, and it's about this woman who found a way to turn her depression around. So let's look at it. It says Jess Mel says she's now the happiest she's been in a decade after trying new things for 365 days, including a try at hot yoga and beekeeping. It says during the pandemic, the 34-year-old suffered from anxiety and depression, but the lockdown made her realize that she was depending upon her routine as insurance to keep her going. So last year on December 27th, as the pandemic was fading, she decided to try something new every day for 100 days. When that period ended in April, she found herself eager to do more. 1 full year later, the English woman has completed her challenge, yet still has no plans to stop. Just completed a wide range of firsts, including bleeding a radiator, using a sewing machine, and joining a gardening group. From her home in Surrey, she was able to visit European cities. She did visit a bunch of different European cities. It says she tried speed dating and line dancing, just different things. And she said, "I feel pretty emotional about it, to be honest," said the resident of Red Hill. "I can't believe it." And it says, pro tip, she adjusted her goal midway through the year after finding it difficult to do one thing every day. She settled on simply doing 365 new things throughout the year. And that helped her with her depression and her anxiety. She feels a lot better. Says even after a decade of feeling low, this new thing of just going out and doing things helped her. So I just thought that was a very, very beautiful article. And it's just a good way to help people with their depression and with their anxiety. Because when we think about the reason why a lot of us are so down and in a negative space and depressed is because we're not spending enough time going outside doing things, right? The average American spends more than 90% of their lives indoors. You know that? The average American spends more than 90% of their time indoors. They spend around 6% in cars. The other 87%, 80 something percent is spent inside. And then that leaves only like around 7% spent outdoors. So the average American spends around 7% of their time outdoors. When we think about, depression and anxiety, when we don't get enough, vitamin D, when we don't get enough sunlight, we're messing up our circadian rhythm. What's a circadian rhythm? A circadian rhythm is how our body is supposed to process throughout a 24-hour period, right? So sunlight alerts your body on how to wake up, and it alerts your body on waking up. And the nighttime or the darkness calms your body down. It regulates your body to help you go to sleep. So what happens is when we don't get enough sunlight, we don't get enough vitamin D, when we don't get enough of that stuff, our circadian rhythm is thrown off. And so our hormones are thrown off, our body temperature is thrown off, our sleep is thrown off. And so that throws off our mood, it throws off the way we think, it throws off the way we act, right? So our body has to have a balance of sunlight and nightlight, right? And we don't understand that our body operates off of light and darkness. So we need the light to help wake our bodies up, to help revive our bodies, and for our bodies to go through a proper flow. And so when we don't have enough outside time, right, we're throwing off the rhythm of our body. And it causes all of these different effects, such as serotonin. So, people don't understand that serotonin is the feel-good hormone. So once again, when we don't have enough sunlight, we throw off our hormones, we throw off all those things. And when we have low serotonin levels, now we have bad mood swings. Our thoughts and the way and what we think, the way we act are starting to be a little bit more erratic, and we tend to be more groggy and depressed and sad because we're not getting enough light. So I think it's very important for you guys to go out and to enjoy life. Go do something. Don't stay inside. Don't just feel like you have to stay inside and do nothing, right? Because I think a lot of times what we do is, as human beings, we try to relax and binge watch our favorite show. And I'm just going to relax and eat my junk food for the next 5 hours and just chill on the couch. And we think that that is helping us with our daily life. It's helping us with our depression when it's actually making our mood worse because you're feeding into the negative habits. You can't combat negative habits with more negative habits. You have to combat negative habits with positive habits. Okay. So this is my challenge to you guys, is to go out, do things, right? Join a club, join a gym, do something outside of your house. That way you can have a healthy, balanced lifestyle to where you're not depressed and you're not thinking on the negative all the time, where you're thinking on the positive. So this is just my take. This has been a shot of our perspective. I hope this was informative. I hope this was good for you. So please subscribe, like, and share the video. I'll see you guys next time. Shalom.